The man reached his hand under the boat and with a snap, he broke off a piece of the hull and tossed it into the sea. To his horror, the wooden block sank straight to the bottom. He reached in again and pulled out a handful of splinters. He realized the gravity of the situation. They quickly made a shark cage and one of his companions climbed inside. As he sank beneath the surface, he was horrified to see that the bottom of the boat was already rotten, with various fish gathered below, nibbling at the wood. Suddenly, a shark appeared, giving him a good scare and prompting him to quickly return to the boat. Fortunately, the shark didn't attack him. The condition of the raft was dire. If they didn't repair it soon, they would sink along with it. However, the captain didn't seem to mind. They had built the raft to cross the Pacific Ocean, retracing the path their ancestors had taken over 1,000 years ago. They had already been drifting in the Pacific for more than 10 days. As usual, the captain sent a radio signal to the mainland.
The raft is keeping up well. We are on our way and morale is high.
Amid the shocked looks of his companions, the captain calmly took out a camera, preparing to take a group photo with the raft. At that moment, a huge shark appeared. Everyone immediately shouted to warn him and frantically pulled the raft back. By the time the captain climbed back on, they realized it was actually a whale. Although whales don't usually attack humans, if it bumped into the raft, it would be disastrous. Sure enough, as they were observing the whale's movements, a plank on the deck suddenly lifted, terrifying everyone. One of the companions quickly grabbed a harpoon and, despite everyone's objections, stabbed at the whale. The wounded whale thrashed and swam away. The rope attached to the harpoon tightened rapidly, and the immense force caused the raft to lose control. Fortunately, the rope broke, saving them from disaster. As the days went by, the crew had long given up hope of making it out of the ocean. Then, one of the team members suddenly spotted a seagull in the sky. Where there were seagulls, land couldn't be far away. This gave everyone a glimmer of hope, because around the coast, there were sharp reefs. The companion who had attacked the whale suggested they could use the waves. The waves came in cycles of 13, with the 13th wave being much larger than the others. All they needed to do was to get the raft close to the nearest reef and drop a heavy object as an anchor. Then, before the 13th wave arrived, they would cut the rope, allowing them to ride the wave to shore. Although everyone was skeptical, it was the best idea they had at the moment. So, they began to work together, sinking heavy objects into the sea one by one. As planned, they waited for the waves to come, but their luck was bad. Before the 13th wave arrived, the rope securing the raft was cut by the sharp reef. The raft immediately lost its support and was swept away by the waves. All the crew members fell into the sea. As they struggled, they suddenly felt the ground beneath their feet. The waves had already carried them back to the shore. 6 people, on a raft for 101 days, had successfully crossed the entire Pacific Ocean and made it to land.